Hello there. Um, let's see. Let's try this other light. I know it's daytime and all, but yeah, that should help. And this, click that up another notch. How you doing today, Ada? Welcome back. Good to see you. I want to verify that everything's working across Twitch and YouTube. I mean, I guess you're here on Twitch, so you can see that. And hopefully you can hear me and see me. Stream health over there looks healthy. Yeah. Where is? There it is. Alright, load up the solar system. Everything's loading there. That's good. Sound check and video check is good. Awesome. Couldn't see much. Uh-oh. What, specifically, I guess? Trying to charge your laptop? Gotcha. So I don't know much about the Switch. I just figured, you know, everything works once it gets into the Fortnite platform. And, tiny screen and portable. Oh, yeah. So for the challenge portion of the map, that's going to be incredibly difficult for anything that's small screen. I was also, yeah, it's supposed to be super dark too. I was also thinking of doing another version of the challenge map, an easy mode, right? So in the easy mode, I would leave the planets all the same size as they are out in the lobby. So I wouldn't scale them down to this size. I would keep them at the same distances, right? So Pluto would still be 17 kilometers, you know, out there, but it would be the size that it is in the lobby, which is, you know, like beach ball size. And that would be our easy mode. So I was thinking about that last night when I was lying in bed trying to fall asleep, even though I was exhausted. You know how it goes. So, yeah. But today, we want to work on finishing out the heads-up display. Now that we've got the first part done, that's all the found messages. This is all the lobby messages. As well as man. Yeah, that's a good point. Easy mode is educational mode, and hard mode is challenge mode. Yeah. What button is this? Oh, that's the, yeah. Let's call this challenge mode, challenge map button. I'm not feeling very worky today, is what's on the mug. But I am, in fact, feeling quite worky. I want to get this HUD done because it does amazing things. All right, so there's the cinematic sun. We should make a folder. HUD animations, we'll call it. And then that's just the HUD. Here's the HUD controller. Down to there. Okay, yeah, anyhow. Let's go into the folder, UI animation. Let's rename that as well. HUD animation. So we have consistency across the board with all the things. We know where to find them. Wait, why? That's weird. Can I refresh this screen? So there's nothing in the UI animation folder. But I renamed it and now everything is weird. Huh. Well, let's hope that it, doesn't kill everything. For now, let's duplicate these files and then rename them. So we have to do this for every planet in Pluto. Also, where is our post-process volume? Let's move that also into the folder so that it's all in one place and I know where to find it. So if I need to go and click on everything, I know where they all are. Yeah. Okay, so we're gonna add more. We'll add more as we go, but let's just add a handful there to get that rolling. This bad boy, duplicate that. Mercury, we'll call that one. Okay, so the HUD Mercury, let's edit that one first. I'm going to change that texture. Mercury. It doesn't need an emissive multiplier. However, maybe it would just help. Well, let's leave that alone for a second because Mercury's kind of a plain, drab looking planet. It's not boring. I was going to say boring, but given the amount of craters and impacts from other, solar system debris, rocks, meteors, you name it, it is not a boring surface. It's just bland looking because it's all various shades of gray. Yeah, so let's save that. And then we need to work on the move Mercury. X and Y. Save that. And then the animation. So this we're going to delete, and then we're going to add the new track, material parameter collection track. Remove Mercury, and we're going to add X and the Y. Expand it down here. We're currently at the 0 position. -2, -5. Let's go to frame 15. -9.7, is that what we had on the other doodads? Also, where is my texture? No, let's save all that, bring me back here. I should be able to see that on screen, right? Do we need to check our post-process again? That checkbox is checked. Let me pull up the sun for a moment and see if this one still works. Yeah, it's still working properly. So -1.83 for the X position and -9.68 for the Y. Not 23, 2 point. What was the number? 83. Move it over one space. It would be nice to be able to see the texture somewhere. Even if it's messed up and full screen, I want to be able to see it. Weird. It has the sun in that animation. Oh, you know what I need to do? I know exactly what I need to do. We're not finished with the texture. We got to change the masking. Yeah, right here. Move sun needs to be move Mercury, and move X Mercury, and this needs to be move Mercury here. Move Y Mercury. clamp. But I still can't see it. What am I missing? Texture coordinates. Move on the collection parameters. Change the texture here. HUD mercury, post-process, translucent. Translucent. Oh, we got it. It's back on the post-process. I didn't add it. Way to go, Brad. Asset reference. Duh. HUD mercury. There it is, peeking up out of the bottom. Okay, there's our 0, 0 point. We gotta remember to do all these things on the post-process volume. I keep forgetting those things. All right, so that's the 0 frame. Key those. Then we'll go to the 15 frame. Oh, you know what? Okay, so that, yeah, that might not be the right size. So let's go look at, okay, stop that. The sun texture again. Sun material, I should say. So I had to change that 19 by 11. Save that. Yeah, see, that's what happened. So now, that should get it on the vertical appropriately. Save that sequencer. Okay. And it's going back down. So let's go to the end. Key those. So it's 0, 0. Oh, we need to make this minus 11. Key that frame there. Remember to hit that button whenever you change position stuff here. Let's go to the next keyframe. Yeah, this one should be the minus 9.68 also, and then keyframe that. And the next one. All right, so everything looks like, yeah, it goes up and it stays there. That's what we want for the next 300,000 frames. Save that in the sequencer. And I guess, yeah, let's go ahead and launch this, launch a session and get that in there. Launching game. Thanks, BattleEye Launcher. Appreciate the update. Connecting. And then we get the Fortnite OG screen. Epic will never ask for your password. Good advice. All right, edit session. We're ready to go. Oh my.
Welcome to the lobby of this scale map of our solar system. Be sure and
Alright,
check out
HUD's
all
up.
of the planets for clues to the challenge portion of the map.
Still can't hit the button. Alright. So there's the sun. Now let's go find Mercury. $174 y'all. Oh, there it is! Okay, so again, it's about a half planet off, like last night when we originally did the sun. So with a fixed amount of moving that over, we should be able to get... Wrong button. Should be able to get that figured out. Yeah, brilliant. So, question mark. If we look at the sun, so it's 1.83 from the left side, yeah? And so we just did 1.8. We added 1 to make it 2.83, and that got us the planets, the globes, the UI elements exactly apart. So the 1.0 in the animation system here is equivalent to like one width of these, which these are like 200 pixels across, these graphics. So if we want to go 1.5, that would mean so if 1 is that, but we need to move it at 1.5, and we're at 1.83. And 2.83 is moving over 200 pixels. So half, so 1.83 plus the 1 gives us 2.83, which we're currently at, but we need another half, so add another 0.5. 3.33. Back to the beginning, play it. Oh yeah, we gotta change the start position as well. Otherwise it looks like it's slanting out of there. Click the key to make sure that it sticks. And looks like we're good there. Save that. Yeah. Okay, that should work. Where is there's Fortnite? I wanted to make a slight change to our workflow here today. Seriously, how does this locker even work? I mean, don't get me wrong. Headshot Chicks bundle is cool and all, but I'm trying to make space content. How Alright, shuffle is disabled. I've loaded the OG Astro. There he is, finally. Good grief, that was a struggle. Now we can launch session. And wait for the UEFN session to connect to our Fortnite game. Joining session. And we're here. In the loading screen. Oh, we can fly in here. I didn't know that. You can see how much time I spend in here, exploring and doing things. I have no idea. Huh. This is the home of the future. Just a giant holodeck. Everything will be handled holographically. You'll never leave. Be in a virtual world. The metaverse. Maybe even one of my worlds. Then I'll make some money. Who knows?
Welcome to the lobby of this scale map of our solar system. Be sure to check out
Yay!
all of the planets for clues to the challenge.
Let's see if that's in the right spot. Not quite. Close enough. Good enough for government work. Straight line. Straight north. 174 meters. Alright, I don't. Oh, there it is. Oh, look at that. Perfect alignment. So, very nearly, I think. Let me get a screenshot and we can zoom in on that to figure that out. I mean, yes? Or is it off by 1 pixel? If it's off by 1 pixel, it'll be even more pronounced once we get further down the line of planets here. Because then it'll be off by 2 pixels, 3 pixels, 4 pixels, 5 pixels, 6, 7, 8, and then ultimately 9 pixels. It'll be off by the time we get to the end, given that error rate. The question is, which one do we need? We're only going to change one of them to fix this. It seems like the sun might be off as well, because you can see the alpha of the one behind it. Okay, so let's try that then. Let's go back to UEFN. In game. Okay, all of these do minus 3.32. Set the keyframe. Minus 3.32. Set that keyframe. Save it. Go into the sun animation. This one, 82. Keyframe. Next one, minus 2. Keyframe. We'll keep the hidden one at the same value so that it's only 1 pixel. You won't notice it moving diagonally like you would a larger variation. So it still pretty much goes up straight. Alright, save that sequence. And then let's push the changes and see how that alignment looks. If they are indeed right on top of each other. I mean, they're very nearly there. Like I said, it's like 1 pixel, but if you're looking at this on a large screen or a large screen 4K, which normally, all right, don't work yourself to death. I'll see you later. Thanks for hanging out. You know what I need to look for? Something that I don't recall seeing in this map is the compass. Because the
Welcome
map
to the lobby of this scale map of our solar
does make
system.
it a little challenging.
Be
It's
sure and
hard to
check out
tell.
all of
Like,
the planets
that's
for clues
north
to the
up
challenge
there,
portion of the
but
map.
having the compass could help you go in a straighter line and make the challenge map a little bit easier. Okay, those look really good actually. So let's grab the screenshot, zoom in and look and see. Oh yeah, those look like perfect alignment. So it's 1.82 is the X that we want. The Y is pretty much set perfectly at 9.68, I think. Now the X is set. Well, should we bring it? I don't know if it's just because it's out of round or if it's 1 pixel up. I don't think you can tell with this scale, right? Yeah, for the bottom, that's fine. The left and stuff edges, it made it a little bit blurry when it was off left and right. And since our eyes are situated side by side, we see more detail. We resolve images much better that way on the horizontal scale than we do on the vertical. So yeah, so we just need to take the number, add 1.5 to it, and that will be the next planetary position on the heads-up display. Fabulous. Okay. All right, we're going to duplicate you. Rename you to Venus. Close the sequencer. Go over here. Close these guys out, but we want to I'll just duplicate the same file, which is the sun file, over and over. That way we know, because duplicating a duplicate, there might be an error that I introduce. So if we're duplicating, if we're cloning the same original file, which is the sun file, for the animation, the material, and the material parameter collection. Any errors we know will stem from there. Okay, so material, let's work on that first. Texture sample, we need to go find the Venus texture now. HUD Venus. Whoops. Also, we should rename those while we're looking at that. Probably should have done that before I started editing the material, is just rename everything according to its corresponding planet. Okay, close the content drawer there. 19 by 11. Let's change. Oh, we haven't made our Oh yeah, we have. We just haven't edited it yet. X Venus, Y Venus. Save. Back here, this is the Y. Do I need to refresh this somehow? Shoot. Why is it not loading my parameters? I saved it. Move X Venus, move Y Venus. Fine. I will delete it. Collection parameter. Duplicate it. This one should be X. Yeah, see, just like that. Y. That was weird. Yeah, that's the X. Okay. (19 by 11). Venus. Now we go into the Venus. Sequencer. Delete that. Track. Material parameter collection track. I'm going to move Venus. Add the X. Add the Y. Hit this button to drop down and open that up. Go to our post-process volume. Post-process materials, let's choose an asset reference here. Go into the folder, find the HUD for Venus material, and then click that use selected, and now Venus will show up there in the corner at 0, 0. What was our sequence? 1.82, 3.32, 0.32 plus 1.5 is 4.82. And then this is the 0 frame, so it needs to be out of view. So put it at 11. Key those frames. Let's put some dots there. And let's go to frame 15. And then we need to move this to minus 9.68. Key the frame there. And then go to the end frame. Key those frames there. Alright, go to the beginning, play. It should rise up. And then it'll stay there. Fabulous. Save. Cinematic Venus. Visibility, instigator only. Oh wait, is Mercury on everyone? Instigator only. Sun, instigator only. Post-process volume is everyone. Yeah? I don't know. Anyway, cinematic Venus, our trigger found Venus. Untriggered, save that. The game's already running for some reason. Oh. Yeah, that should be it. So push changes after the save. Whee! Flying. And we gotta fly really high to get to the top of the sun. Coming in hot. Re-entry looks solid. Your angle is good.
Welcome to the lobby of this scale map of our solar system. Be sure and check out all of the planets for clues to...
Bam. Okay. There's the sun. Check that one off. 174 meters. There's Mercury. Venus is a couple hundred meters this way. 324, I believe. See it. Barely there. 325. Oh! We've got an anomaly. What is that? Looks like it's too far to the right. So remember how we were introducing errors with the numbers, making sure that we're far enough apart? So it's too far to the right by a couple of pixels. I don't know how many that is. So I added 1.5. We moved everything over by like 1. We did 1.82 and then 3.32. Now we're at 4.82. So if we're too far to the right, then we'll do 4.8 or 4.79. Let's do 4.8, just to try that first. save that. Push changes. Hurry up and wait once again. While that's loading, I might as well go sun. Let's duplicate it again. After Venus is Earth, our home planet. Open up that material. Is the game up yet? Not quite. This one probably doesn't need the multiply on luminescent color. Let's set it at 1.0 and see how it looks when we get it in here. Texture sample, Earth. Use selected here. Texture forwards look good. Alright, let's save that version for now. Go. We need to open up. Move Earth here. What are these drop downs? I'm curious. Earth. Yeah, that was weird. Why wasn't it doing that on Venus when I was trying to change it? Huh. Alright, let's check on the game, see if it's loaded. It is. Alright, there's the sun. Wind up north facing here. It's in a straight line, so just keep. Which we could not. I think after all this practice. But I don't have like a compass or anything that helps me stay on track. And neither will you. Ah! Okay, there's Mercury, so now we just gotta go find Venus, which 324 on. Whoops. A little bit of overshoot there. Alright, screenshot that and zoom in to verify the alignment. Oh, not quite. One more. So, yeah, moving it to 4.79 would have been even better. So it's off by like 1.47, not 1.5. Where's my Fortnite creative folder? There it is. Solar System. I don't have a text document. Oh, here it is. Solarsystem.txt. Where would I put this? HUD. Animated. Planet elements. To the 1.47 part. Save that. I mean, it's close. You can barely tell. It just looks fuzzy, which, given Venus is kind of fuzzy as a foggy planet goes. But we do kind of want to make sure we get this right. So see that, next one. Key that one. Next one is already done for us. Alright, so they should all be done in terms of the XY. Okay. So save that there. Let's go back and finish Earth. And then we can check both of those at the same time. So Earth is done there, the move Earth is done there. We need a new cinematic for Earth. Alright, delete this. Track, material parameter collection track, Earth, add X, add Y, open that up in the drop down, go to process volume, choose asset reference. Let's go find the Earth material. Select that. Oh, it's just really hard to see up there. Huh. It blends in because it's kind of dark actually, but you can see the planet is in fact there. So, this should be 4.79 plus 1.47 because we decided not to move it 1.5 because it's 3 pixels off. So this one should be 626 in theory. So negative 6.26. And then 11, oh, minus 11. We want it out of view. Keyframe. Then we'll go here. Go to frame 15. 6.26 is going to stay the same. This needs to be minus 9.68. Keyframe that. Let's go to the end. Keyframe. Alright, back to the beginning, play the animation, and it looks good. Right where it needs to be. It's so dark though. Maybe I will turn on the emissive. Save the sequencer. Let's see what it looks like though, in the heads-up display, in the actual game. Let's push the changes. So we're going to double check the alignment on Venus and then the alignment on Earth as well and see how it looks internally. So Venus is 324 meters, and then Earth is like 450, 448. Mars is 686, 682, something like that. Doing this over and over and over again. I might actually get these distances memorized. Jupiter's 2.3 kilometers. After that, I think Saturn's 8.6, and then 13 point something for Uranus, and 15 something for Neptune, and then 17 and change for Pluto. Yeah, 17 kilometers. We shall see.
Welcome to the lobby of this scale map of our solar system. Be sure and check out all of the planets for clues to the challenge portion of the map. For the find...
Alright, there's the sun. Mercury, here we come. 174 meters. Keep it in a straight line. Barely. Alright, Venus is next with 324. Yeah, I inched forward there. It's 324. Earth at 450, right? Whoa. Yeah, there's 450. It's right over the top of the moon. Whoa. So now it's not far enough over. Maybe we should use 1.5. Let's see what this looks like zoomed in. It does look fuzzy though, because of transparency. I don't know which way that needs to go. Oh, okay, so the translucency over here on the heads-up display. So it does need to go. So it was 1.5. That's gonna stink if it's... because it was 1.47 between these two. But 1.5 there? I didn't even think to look at Venus. We got that aligned properly. I was so concerned with Earth being on. Yeah, Venus looks good. That's fine. That's perfect. Calculator. Okay, so 4.79 plus 1.5 is 6.29. Keyframe, next one. Keyframe. Okay. Also, maybe we should add some emissive, because it is, I mean, it's dark. Earth is kind of dark with that blue. Let's do that. Let's make it a little bit emissive. Like a 1.2. You don't want to be bright. You also don't want to be that dark. Okay, so we can observe that position and everything. Later, let's do Mars now. So the sun, 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 duplicate. Mars. 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 Okay, everything is renamed. Let's add a cinematic sequencer for Mars. Take that, rename it. Go down here. Select the animation Mars. Level sequence. Delete that. Mars. We gotta go make all of the things first. Let's do the material. Let's do that. Emission at 1.0. Texture sample will be Mars. HUD Mars. Select. Dashboard looks good. Let's go to move Mars. Parameter collection. X Mars. Y Mars. Save that. Go back to our texture. Collection parameter. Change that to Mars. X Mars. Bottom one. Change that to Mars. Y Mars. Weimar Republic? Other Germans on Mars. Save that. Do. Collapse. Let's go to post-process volume. Choose an asset reference. Go into the folder. Find the Mars material. Use the selected arrow there. Mars. Sequencer. We're going to add X. And we're going to add Y. And then do the drop down. Set this to 0. And we have Mars in the top left corner. Fabulous. Calculator says 6.29. Wait. That's where we have Earth currently, yes? Oh, heck. I accidentally deleted things. I didn't save the sequencer. I expected it to not. Oh, fine. Just add it back in. Earth. Oh, drama. Is Earth the one at 6.29? Way to go, Brad. Way to screw it all up. X Earth, Y Earth. I need to look at Venus, because that should be 4 something if that's the case. And then the 1.5 on top of that would put it, yeah, that would be Earth. Okay, so Earth is the 6.29. Minus 11. Keyframe, keyframe. Let's go to 15. Minus 9.68. Keyframe, keyframe. Let's go to end. Keyframe, keyframe. Playback. Okay. Looks good. Save that sequence. Now let's go to Mars. So Mars is not 6.29, it is that plus 1.5, 7.79. Keyframe that. Let's go to frame 15. Minus 9.68. Keyframe, keyframe. End. Keyframe, keyframe. Replay the animation. Looks like that. Looks good. Save the sequence. Which changes. And then we'll see if Earth is aligned and Mars, how much it's off of its alignment there. Oh. Yeah. Waiting, waiting, waiting.
Welcome to the lobby of this scale map
All
of
right,
our solar
and
system. Be
HUD's
sure
up.
and check out.
All right, we got the sun. You know what I have not tested yet? Is the non-sequential ability of this animation to work. Shoot, I don't see Mercury. 174 meters. How far off of center am I? Alright, let's keep going. Let's see if we can find Venus. 324. It's a larger planet, so it should be easier to find. I say should. If I'm off center, oh brother, I'm already lost. Oh, there it is. See it right on the edge of the horizon there. I noticed it because it was a star that was below the horizon line. Wait, we got Earth. Oh, because I duplicated the Venus. Ah, trigger. So Mars is off. Earth, hard to tell. Let's print screen on that and then zoom in. Earth looks properly aligned, I think. It might be off by like 1 pixel. It's hard to tell because it's a dark texture, it's the blue. But Mars is definitely misaligned. It needs to move to the left. This one needs to be a 1.47 instead of a 1.5. No, that seems to be off by a pixel, but I can't tell which way because, again, it's a dark texture, so and it's, yeah, it's got a dark outline on both sides. I don't know which way to go with it. Mars seems pretty clear. We need to move it to the left because the see-through transparency, which is down here, versus this one, which is not. So yeah, it needs to move to the left, like the 3 pixels or whatever. And then we also need to go and change the triggers. Change the triggers. Alright, so when we hit Venus, Earth came up. Spell Earth properly. Found Earth. Mars. Found Mars. Okay, so the triggers are set. 7.76. Wasn't paying attention to what frame I was on when I was doing that. Okay, keyframe that. Next one. Keyframe that. Next one. And the end. 6, keyframe that. Go to the beginning, play the animation. Alright, looks good. Save. Push changes. That's enough because of. Oh, I also had to change out the triggers. Get that loaded and going. Meanwhile, we go and duplicate. Sun. Duplicate. After Mars is Jupiter. Work on this while the game is loading. Jupiter. Material. Alright, so it seems like the order, I'm just kind of learning as I go here, is probably to do the material parameter collection first. X Jupiter, Y Jupiter, save. And then the next one you want to do is the material. So the texture sample, we'll pull that up, grab Jupiter, click the use button, then keep scrolling to the right, then we go to our collection parameters here, move Jupiter, X Jupiter, go down here, move Jupiter, Y Jupiter, save. That's, yeah, texture coordinates we need to mess with. There's that. Then we go to cinematic, duplicate, alt, click and drag. Move this to Jupiter. Trigger, we'll go to the Jupiter found trigger, animation, Jupiter. Save that. Is the Mars one? Yeah, it's not the first one. Mercury, Sun, Venus, Earth. Alright, Jupiter. Load in the animation Jupiter. It says anim Jupiter. This one for the Sun. Track, add all the way at the bottom, material parameter collection track for Jupiter. Add X, add Y. Drop down. 7.76 plus 5 plus 9.26. Maybe this one will work properly, I don't know. Oh, also, post-process volume. Add another one. Choose asset reference. Go look for the Jupiter material. Select that, use that, and Jupiter top left. Let's check on our game. That should be loaded by now. Okay, I want to make sure that the non-sequential capability works. Alright, so we missed Mercury, that's fine. That's what we wanted to check on. Now we want to make sure that Venus, Earth, and Mars work properly. As in, trigger only does Venus. Fabulous. You still see Earth and Mars are translucent. You can see the astronauts' legs there. Okay, next destination 450 meters north of that. We can keep it in a straight line. Apparently not. Oh, there it is. Alright, there's Earth. Now you can't see through it. You can't see his leg through the planet anymore, so that's how you got it. Okay, and then 682 meters north to Mars. Bam. And then again, you cannot see through the planet to see his leg. It's more solid. Let's get a screenshot of that. Check our alignments. It's 1 pixel maybe. Yeah, I just can't tell. I mean, on the game full screen, yeah, you can't tell off that one pixel hardly. It seems to work just fine. Alright, so there's Mars. Mercury is still not selected. We can actually go back. We're going to fly because we can go at 5x speed versus 2x when running. There's Mercury, and it just popped up. Fabulous. Oh, ho, ho, ho. So non-sequential capability. Pop-ups are working. We've got 5 planets now, which we would not have been able to do with the HUD message system with only 5 layers. We certainly would not have those messages popping up saying, "Hooray, you found the planet." Yeah. Yeah, this method for adding HUD elements to indicate progress, checking off each planet as you go. I'm so glad I found this. Alright, so Jupiter set. Oh yeah, we were doing all this while the game is loading, so Jupiter is not quite ready yet. 9.26, that's not what we were gonna do. Alright, so keyframes at 0, let's go to 15. Minus 9.68. Keyframe set, keyframe set. And we go to the end. It's weird, like, you click on this to go to the end, but you're 1 frame short of the last frame, so usually click the 2 next to it right at the end. And then that sets the keyframes there at the very end. Play, yep, there's play. Alright, let's see how the alignment goes on that. Alright, it's time to, why did that not change? That's weird. Animation Jupiter. Huh. Why does that one not have the doodad like all the rest of them? Earth, Mars, Mercury, Sun, Venus. Now it does. What? Is it because I just hit the save button on it? Alright, fine. I'm gonna close a bunch of these. What changes did I make here? I thought I was closing that one, not Jupiter. Were there changes made? Alright, fine, yes, we'll save the changes. Okay, let's find the sun. Material. Duplicate those 3 items. After Jupiter is Saturn. Open up the material parameter collection first again. X Saturn, Y Saturn, save. Saturn material. This one's going to be a weird one because it's all oblong. Emissive. Different shape than the other planets in terms of its aspect ratio and such. Let me move Saturn, X Saturn, move Saturn, Y Saturn. I don't know what to do about that. The aspect ratio of Saturn here is going to futz with some things. Oh, it looks like the game's up. Alright, it's 2.3 kilometers out to Jupiter. So we're going to fly. I'm not going to deal with running a junk and finding other planets. Well, we found Venus, I guess. Found Mars, not Earth or Mercury. That's cool. So we know that out of sequence, the non-sequential capability is functioning perfectly. Alright, we've got another 800 meters or so to go. There's Jupiter. And it pops up, and it seems to be perfectly in alignment. 2,334 meters to Jupiter, 200, okay, 35. Let's get a print screen of that, zoom in on it, let's see. If we do need to make any adjustments, doesn't look like it from precursory examination, but on further inspection, we shall see. Dude, it's like perfect. What? Okay. Wow, way to go, Jupiter. GG's. End game. Duplicate Jupiter's cinematic sequence. We'll do that to Saturn. Animation Saturn. select our post-process volume. We need to add another array element. Choose asset reference. Go find the HUD animation folder. What are we looking for? The material for Saturn. There. Use selected asset. Could also just go in here, but then you have to go and type in Saturn to find it because there's so many assets that I have used inside of this system here. Okay, let's delete Jupiter from this. Wait, no. We're going to leave that. Don't change it. We need to open Saturn animation. That's what I did last time. The error that I did introduce that to it. Okay, so now we need to delete the sun track, gyro parameter collection track. Where is Saturn? There. Add X, add Y, drop down. This is 0. Okay, so now Saturn looks squished. So we need to look at the texture coordinates here. So everything has been squished by almost a 2 to 1, but Saturn needs to remain the same. So let's do 11, 11. And see what happens. Save, automatically apply. There it goes. Make a wish, Saturn. Okay, so now the calculator. Oh gosh, this UI is going to be, this number is going to be foobarred. We're going to have to do a couple of adjustments on this one. Because Saturn is not a normal distance. To the edge of the ring it is, but to the center of the graphic itself it's not. So maybe we'll do 2. We'll add 2, 11.26. Because 1 gets it like, so it's overlapping half the planet from like here to here. 1.5 gets it like this gap across from Mars to Jupiter. So this is slightly more because the rings are roughly half a planet. It might be slightly less than 2, like 1.9 or something like that. So we'll try this out. Just to see. So minus 11.26. Where did it go? Oh, wow. It's on a whole nother number scale now because we changed the texture coordinates. You are returned. Are you MacArthur? Oh, brother. Since we changed the texture coordinates due to Saturn being wider than the other planets in our graphics, we have a whole new number system to have to deal with on the X. I don't even know. So 11.26. Here's the thing. 19 divided by 11 is 172. But 11 divided by 19. And then that times 11.26. 6.51. Ooh, that could work. Let's keep keyframe that, minus 20. Keyframe, frame 15, minus 9.68. Keyframe, and keyframe. Play the animation, pops up there. Okay, looks good. Animation Saturn, save it. Save the whole thing, push changes. Oh, let's see how that goes. Oh. Meanwhile, sun animation, sun material, sun parameter collection, duplicate, Uranus. Just get a head start of these on while the game's loading. Alright, level sequence, we're going to open. Oh, that's the animation. Sorry, I wanted to open up the parameter collection first. And we're going to make this Uranus for X, Y Uranus, save, go into the material, texture, we're going to change. I dropped the emissions down as well on that to just 1.0. HUD Uranus there. Right, collection parameters, move. Uranus there, X. And this one is going to be Uranus. Y. Collection parameter stays the same. Save that. Minimize. Our cinematic sequencer. Now going to duplicate that. Name that. Cinematic Uranus. Let's go find trigger for that. Change the animation. Looks like the game's loaded. Let's go look. You know what? Let me work on this. Let me just finish this out so I have it straight in my head. I don't need to do anything. Post-process volume. Need to add another one. Choose asset reference. Go look for material. Select there. already on Uranus here, so just Sun, new track, material frame, collection track on Uranus. Add X, add Y. Click the drop down, set that to 0. Okay, so you see in the top left corner, as you do. Now we're back to the normal texture coordinates that we're using with all the other planets, not Saturn, because Saturn is a goofball. So that one, 9.26. So had we put a planet there, it would have been was it 9.26 or was it something else? Because I feel like it was 11 and change. We have to go look at Jupiter to find out. 9.26, yeah. Okay. So it is now 2 planets away, so it should be plus another 1.5. But Saturn is extra wide. So we've moved, it's now the second planet, so let's add plus 0.5 here and try 12.6. 12.76. There's the keyframe there. Let's plug it here. Keyframe. Select that frame as frame 15. The Y is going to be minus 9.68. Keyframe, both X and Y, go to the end. Keyframe X and Y again. Back to the beginning, play the animation. Rises as it should. Save the sequence. Pause. Okay. Let's go look at the game since it's up. We gotta figure out Saturn. Jupiter's fine, but Saturn. Here's the thing. I need to pull up a spreadsheet. Saturn's like 13.6 kilometers, I want to say. No, not 13.6. 8.6. Yeah, 8.6 kilometers. No. 4.29. Uranus is 8.6. Saturn, okay, so Jupiter's 2.33 kilometers. Saturn is 4.296 kilometers, so almost 4.3. We've got a ways to go, so yeah, 4.29. Which means we got a ways to go. Put that on auto run. We're going to have to reset our marker a couple of times here to get to 4.26, because otherwise the numbers shrink way too small for the tagged location. I can only hope I'm going in a straight line. It appears that I am not. Saturn's big enough that when we're close, we should be able to find it. There's Jupiter. 2.3. Slightly easier. Oops. Oh my goodness. Brad, you're crazy. There's 3 kilometers. So 4,200 meters, 4,200 and change. Here it is. Did I not set the trigger? All this way. We came all this way. Cinematic Saturn. Found Jupiter. Oh, brother. Trigger found Saturn. Okay, let's recheck. So Jupiter has Jupiter. Mars has Mars. Earth has Earth. Mercury has Mercury. Saturn has Saturn. Sun has Sun. Uranus has Uranus. Venus has Venus. Post-processed volume. Sun, Mercury, Venus, Earth, Mars, Jupiter, Saturn, Uranus. And since we had to bomb out to make that change, we can now check alignment with Uranus. Check to make sure that Saturn works. And then while we're there, we'll make sure that Uranus works. Which is at 6 kilometers. Okay, fine. Push changes. Save selected. And we can start working on Neptune while the game is loading. Alright, the sun there, sun here, and the material, sun, duplicate. Neptune, spell it correctly. Neptune. Neptune. I realize how much just data entry is just going on. As we go, they're building stuff. Edit this file. Neptune for X. Y, Neptune, Doggo. Save that. Hi, Nugget. What are you doing, sweetie? Alright, let's edit the material. Neptune. This is, we'll just keep that out of one. Texture sample. What? Move Neptune. X Neptune. Neptune, Y Neptune. Texture coordinate stays the same. Save that. Alright, the game is loaded. What? Do I need to take a break? Is that what you're telling me? It's 3 o'clock. Should we take a break? For like 5 or 10 minutes, maybe? Give me a second. I'll be with you momentarily. Hold, please. Alright, y'all. Give me like 5 or 10 minutes. 3 file break. We'll play with the doggo for a little bit. Get her tuckered out again. And then we'll return and finish the rest of the planets. Now we're connected. For whatever reason, the headphones did not want to connect. Sorry for the extended break there. Doggo took some extra convincing. Extra walk, extra play. And I made some more tea. All right. Where were we? We were going to go look for, I guess, Saturn and Uranus. So, away we go. Multiple kilometers. I hope I'm going in a straight line. So that was Mercury. Right on past it. We're not going in a straight line. Now we might be, just barely. Should see Jupiter soon. 2.3 kilometers. Yeah, there's Jupiter. We veered way off course trying to correct for that. What did I say Saturn was at? 4.6? 4.3. Okay, so Saturn, let's get a screenshot of that. And since we did both 2 planets during this last round of editing, okay, so first of all, 11 by 11 is not going to work. And that's going to further alter the X positioning due to the texture coordinates being offset. Okay. But the calculation that I did was close in terms of the ratio versus the distances and stuff. It's a close enough approximation. Maybe if I keep the numbers the same, but adjust the texture coordinate to make Saturn wider. Thing is, we have to look at it in the animation. I didn't want the sun, I wanted Saturn. which is right next to it. Okay, so when we look at the picture, which one is which? So this one has got to be part of the heads-up display because it is equidistant between the two planets, between Uranus and Jupiter. This one is closer over here and farther that way, so I did adjust the texture coordinate here. So let's see. Yeah, see, it makes it narrower that way. So the 10 makes it wider, but also shifts it that direction. Well, for you guys, it's that direction on the x-axis. So, with that in mind, I don't know how far to shift this. 6? Let's try that. Keyframe that. Keyframe that. Keyframe the beginning. Now let's go to the end. Okay. We'll hope that fixes that. Meanwhile, we need to go look for Uranus and see if that lines up. Also, how far is it? .6 kilometers. Oof. When I get to 5, I'm going to reset the target marker. There's 4.9. Okay, the waypoint marker should now be at 5. So we need to go another 3.6 kilometers. In a straight line to find Uranus. So we got a ways to go. There's 3 kilometers. Oh, there it is. 3583. 3599. 3600. Okay, so something about that model, that planet, just doesn't. It looks. It's not subdivision smoothed or something. Let's look into that. Okay, so it's off by half. So we did the 2 and then plus a half, just in case, and it looks like we need to do another half. So that's a full 3 from Jupiter on the offset. Because it's not related to Saturn at all. It's got its own. It's got the same texture coordinate system as Jupiter and the other planets. So, yeah, we'll move it by 0.5, an additional 0.5, to get that over there closer to where it needs to be. And then Saturn is a hot mess because, yeah, it's its own special thing. Maybe we'll just finish out Neptune and Pluto, and then we'll come back and deal with Saturn on its own unique use case. Yeah. So, I don't know what just happened there. I tried to minimize the window. And then other stuff happened. I'm not entirely sure what. Okay. End game there. Need to load up Uranus. Okay, so it'll be 13 point something. $13.26. No. Just a smidge over there. Keyframe that. Keyframe that. And then that one plus 1.5 will give us Neptune with 14.76. So we need to save the sequencer there for Uranus. We need 2 more arrays for Neptune and Pluto. Let's duplicate this cinematic sequencer. Moving that one to Neptune. Duplicate the Sun. Did we already make one for Neptune? Looks like we did. We just haven't finished it. Okay, so this one will be Pluto. material for Pluto. XY Neptune is done. Neptune here. Looks to be done. Neptune X, Neptune Y. Neptune. Trigger on Neptune. Delete Sun. Add track for Neptune. X and Y. Open up the drop down, zero this out. Why do I not see Neptune? Question mark. Does anybody see my screen? Browser encountered an error. Let me look on the phone. Computer seems to be unreliable at this point. Webcam is not working. Okay, that's working. Let's go in here into where's the properties? For the camera. OBS is I don't know what's going on here. Let me check the YouTubes. Page unresponsive. So that's working. This is not. I think I'm gonna have to reboot the computer. We've been going for 2.5 hours, 3 hours with all this running, and it looks like Chrome has crashed and stuff. Like I can't see anything live. The webcam, OBS, like see if the virtual camera will do something here. Back to our integrated camera. Okay. Well, that updated on YouTube, it looks like, but it's not updating on OBS. do I refresh the screen plus, yeah, Chrome is completely seized up. Okay, this is what we're gonna do. What's up, sweetie? Let's take a quick break to reset things, reboot the computer, clear the memory, the cache, all those things. And apparently play with the dog. Hi, Nugget. Hi, Nugget. How you doing, sweetie? Again, doggo time. So soon. So, with that in mind, pull this up on the phone. Make sure everything is still working here. Yes, the phone! Silly goose. Silly doggo. Okay. So now that I know that screen is up, we're all good there. I will see you all shortly. I'm going to reset everything here, reboot the computer, play with the dog for a couple of minutes, and I'll be back.